So, by listening to your friends, you're helping them, right? You say, Brian, you know what? The part that stood out to me was when you said this, because if he said something well, maybe he should say it some more or try that again. Or if I said, Brian, the part I wish I knew more about was, maybe that means that he didn't do enough in that section. He needs to add a little bit. That's not saying he did something poorly. He just needs to add a little bit. All right. Now, we have about 22 minutes, and we have two things to do. One is bigger than the other. I need you to write your counterclaim paragraph and your conclusion paragraph, paragraphs number 4 and 5. Now, they happen to be two of the smallest. Paragraph 4, I'm saying, should be about 3 sentences long, and paragraph 5 should be about 5 sentences long. But before I send you on your way to do that, I want to share with you my paragraph 4 and 5 of my essay that I wrote. So, you know that I was writing about older people and how they have the power of time because they're retired and they can decide what they want to do. So here's my paragraph 4 and here's my paragraph 5. So just bear with me while I read them to you. Some would disagree with me. Other people feel that older people don't have control over their time, because they don't have much time left on earth. I disagree. Modern medicine continues to add years to life expectancy. Now, this is short. Mine is 4 sentences, but that's because I have a sentence where I try to refute, meaning shoot down what other people are saying. Now, the counterclaim, when you take the ACT, regardless of how good you do on the rest of the essay, if you don't have a counterclaim mentioned somewhere, you can only get a 3. And I told you before, we're shooting for 4 and higher. So, if you can't put a counterclaim, it's not going to be a very good score, even if it's the best essay ever. Now, the counterclaim, once again, is what someone might say in opposition to what you're saying. If Drew is saying that dads have a big influence in their kids' lives, someone might say, you don't need a dad to turn out okay. That might be a counterclaim. Right? I mean, someone could say that. You don't need a dad to be okay in the world. So, you need to at least acknowledge that someone else thinks differently than you. That's what counterclaim is. Okay? So, now let me warn you though. I had a girl first hour and I looked at her counterclaim paragraph and it was like 10 sentences long. And I read it because she started arguing for the claim, for the counterclaim, pardon me. She was like, and I'm just making this up, I'll just go with Drew's, right? Some people believe that you don't need to have a father to grow up. I grew up without my dad, and I'm turning out okay, and my mom didn't have a dad. But she started arguing for the counterclaim. Don't do that. That's why this is a short paragraph. You mention that people think differently than you. You say what they believe, and then you say something like, I disagree, or I don't believe them, or I don't see eye to eye with them, or something like that. Okay? 5th paragraph is a conclusion. You try to restate, no, you don't try. You restate your claim and you try to put some new insight, if you can, about your claim, right? So, here's mine. The ability to control your day and what you do with that day is a great power. Once again, I'm defining power again. Senior citizens, unlike many other groups in society, have this power. There's my claim restated. They can choose to do whatever they want with their days. This affords them both the freedom and choice to go wherever they want, whenever they want, and for however long they want. Now, I've restated my claim, I've added a little bit, and I think I left them with the point that I think that's really, really powerful, because I kept saying want, want, want. Right? They want to go there, they can go there. They want to stay there all day, they can stay there all day. They want to go there tomorrow, they can go there tomorrow. That to me is a lot of power. So, for the next, about 13 minutes, I would like you to work on the 4th and 5th paragraph. Once again, put it on a, you can write it right underneath where you left off yesterday, but date it today, 12/13/12. Label it counterclaim paragraph, and then conclusion paragraph. Yes, Drew? Yes, please. Aaron? I'll be right there, okay? You need a question I need to come see?
No, I can ask. So, like, can we just, like, write a line and then start?
That's fine. Write a line, but label it. Remember to label it. Counterclaim paragraph, conclusion.